Maybe try and live with Pobelta, snags a kill. Now they block it up. He's going to go down. Mike Young swoops back in with her on to Adrian. The knockup again to channel through. The taunt is in. That's going to be one. That should be a second Altec.
So I'm joined here by Dardoch. You pulled it off. You got the win against Guardians. But what are your thoughts on the game? How did things go?
I thought our prep was really good. We got the draft we wanted. Everybody was comfortable on their champs. We predicted pretty much what they were going to do. Everything played out normally. So going into the game, we were pretty prepared, and we had a really good level 1 that set us up for a really good early game. And we snowballed really well. And then after mid-game started, our same problems resurfaced. We got caught a lot. Game got a little scary. We took a 50-50 at Nash, and then we snowballed from there. But definitely not a performance anybody's happy about on Echo Fox side. But, a win is a win.
Have you figured out what it is, the like mid-game thing that happens where is it just trying to push pressure too much? Or is it just being lazy with vision? Or?
I think this time we gave them too much respect, I think, and our lane assignments were also wrong. So we made our lane assignments more so in a favorable position for them so that they could freely move and not really feel pressured because their Kog'Maw and Tahm Kench were just catching waves, but they can always Tahm Kench ulti to the fight, and then the Galio was just catching waves, but he can always Galio ulti to the fight. So we were in a position where even though Phoenix could move first with Zoe, he wouldn't be able to do anything because Galio can always answer. But so that kind of just stagnated it, and then eventually, they're going to see an opening in our like little formation, so they can just use their Galio ulti, Tahm Kench ulti to make plays inside lanes, which they did with Camille, and yeah, they fought back pretty well. But, we knew we were going to win because of how the early game went. But, yeah, it's really disappointing to see us win in that kind of way.
But I guess it also does give you some, like, helpful tools, things to look back on, watching VODs. Obviously helpful conversations.
It just reinforces the things we're already saying that are our problems in scrims. But it just makes it more apparent that we just haven't improved at all in that area. If it's just going to happen against all the bottom teams, it's pretty much just unacceptable. If we're gonna refer to us as a top team, trying to contest for the split, like these kind of mistakes can't happen against bottom teams.
And so, being number 1, but saying that, I guess it just means you still have a lot of room to grow, which is good for North America to see the top team still pushing forward. What do you think about Cloud9? I don't know if you got to see their performance today.
I watched the Cloud9 versus Team Liquid game. Cloud9 was obviously one of the best teams coming into North American LCS, even though they, lost the offseason or whatever. I don't think anybody on an LCS team actually believed that because their roster's been so consistently formidable, even at an international level, for literally ever. Yeah. So I never doubt C9. I know I always respect C9 when I play them, and I will always respect C9 when I play them, just given the history of the organization they're never going to it's never a free win against C9, like almost ever. So I think C9 is just proving what everyone already knew. They're a very good team in North America. Yeah, they're just very good.
Awesome. So I want to talk about the jungle a little bit. With the Sejuani and Jarvan nerfs coming in the next patch, is that going to be something that opens up the jungle a lot more, or is it just like, -2 champs, not much changes?
The Sejuani nerf is meaningless completely, just because they hit her 1-point wonder spell with like a 4-second duration, but like it's not like anybody loads into game and they're like, damn, Sejuani's so oppressive, her Q is on such a low cooldown. It's like, yeah, maybe it's because she deals insane damage as a tank. Maybe she's too strong 1v1 for the fact that she first items Warmogs and Sinner Hulk. Like, maybe those are the issues we need to look at. Maybe her percentage health damage, like her ability scaling with how much HP she buys. Like, those might be issues. I don't think, her Q being on a 4-second cooldown shorter is really what's making her OP. And Jarvan was already in a pretty bad spot, IMO, where you would have to really like snowball early game to make him as useful as the other tanks, because unlike Sejuani and unlike, champions like Zac, he doesn't scale with HP. None of his abilities scale with HP. So when you're buying these Cinder Hulks, the Knight's Vow, the Lockets, it doesn't do anything for your champ. It doesn't make you stronger in terms of abilities. So J4 just kind of becomes an HP bar and a dog for his team and just walks around placing wards. And now he's -4 armor, so now his first clear is even worse, which was already pretty unhealthy because he doesn't have innate sustain in his kit. It was a really random and bad change, in my opinion, from Riot.
Interesting. So 2 bad nerfs then.
I think the Sejuani nerf completely, whatever they were trying to do with that, it missed the mark. I don't know what they're trying to do, but it's a meaningless nerf. It's not going to affect Sejuani almost at all. There's going to be like maybe 1 or 2 instances in every like 10 games where it's like, damn, I would have got that kill with my Q up, like in a long chase, you know, something like that. But the Jarvan nerf will hurt him unnecessarily, in my opinion.
Interesting. So do you think that that it will open up anything new, or?
I think the jungle meta will pretty much stay the same.
Stay the same.
Yeah.
Man, I'm still looking out for Lee Sin.
I mean,
You had the pocket pick. Svenskeren performed well on Worlds. I'm still hoping. I mean, it's both of our 6-1 teams with these good Lee Sin players.
if Lee Sin comes back, he'll definitely be in my pool. But for now, I'm going to have to stick with the scaling tanks because that is what is blessed on the patch.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll be on the lookout for that. It's really cool seeing Rick Fox out here all the time. Always yelling. He's always the loudest one out there. Anytime the camera pans to him, he's like really engaged. How is that from a player standpoint? How is the support on that side?
Yeah, I mean, it's always just cool having, I mean, he's a celebrity nonetheless. So just having a celebrity watching your games is always really cool. Puts a level of worth to what you're doing. It's like, yeah, somebody important is interested in what I'm doing. So it's always really cool just at a base level, but also just having people within our organization supporting us all the time is really uplifting.
Awesome. That's really cool. It's been fun to watch some of the stuff that he's put out. Yeah. And then any thoughts on the game tomorrow? You're playing Liquid, another top team. So I'm really excited to see it.
It should be a really good game if we show up. Honestly, if we play the way we did today, we're going to lose. But yeah, I think if we come with our heads on straight, we should have a good chance of beating them.
Awesome. So do you do preparation tonight?
We're going to go talk about the game probably now after everyone's done with interviews, and then we'll do prep before we play tomorrow, like at Riot, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I look forward to it. Thank you so much again for the interview.
No problem.
And have a good night. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
Yeah. So does everybody have Yeezys now?
I've had these for like a year and a half.
Oh, that's not a team thing?
These are my pair on CLG.
Oh,
I bought
okay.
my first pair on Immortals because we needed team shoes, and the black ones came out. So I was like, okay, cool, fits the vibe. So, and then when I joined CLG, I was like, I can't wear the black ones anymore because it was blue and white. So I bought the white and black ones. And then
I know Liquid all has them.
Yeah, Liquid all bought these. That was just lame.
What, did they all got them?
Yeah, they all just bought them. I was like, whatever, you know. They made the Yeezy less cool by normalizing it. You know what I mean? By making it just like a necessity of being a part of Team Liquid, it makes it less cool. You know.
That's funny. I hadn't thought about that.
If they all had,
I also don't have them, so
if they all had different Yeezys, it'd be cool. You know what I mean? They'd be individualized.
Oh, like
now it just looks like, you know, like their boss told them to put them on.
Aren't there really bright orange ones?
I'm gonna get a silver pair, and it has instead of this being red, it's orange. It's like a strip of orange, so it'll match.
There's one shoe, maybe it's not those. There's one that's like
there's a lot of
highlighter
there's a lot of
orange,
there's
a
lot of janky ones, ugly shoes.
Because that would be like a statement for sure with the Echo Fox and the highlighter orange shoes.